This is going to be another rant episode review, and I personally want to say here is basically that I will definitely will say this, and just to be honest with just basically with everyone, I don't like Mai as a character. The reason why I don't like Mai as a character, for one, she's very controlling. For two, she really needs to know what Rinko's really actually doing. And three, she really to see it just really just to I don't know, just basically in general, just I think that she's very selfish, a very selfish girl. I really don't like her character really all that much. I really don't. I don't hate her character. It's just that her character is just basically just that. Just for me, I find it that it's just basically for me. It's just that. It's just that she just wants everything. That's what she really basically definitely wants. And the reason why basically I'm saying because she really wants everything, because that's just the way she is, because she was raised up basically just to want everything because she was rich and she's spoiled, and that's just basically how she really bases that she is, and stuff like that, and just to see and just the way that she really actually is. I really don't believe that Mai really cares about Sasuke. I really don't think so. I really don't think that is basically the case, because I mean a lot of people will probably say, well, she probably does. I really don't see that really actually is. I see Sasuke wearing a mask on her, excuse me, not Sasuke, I see Mai wearing a mask on her face and just saying like, yeah, I'm just gonna pretend I like Sasuke and I'm just gonna pretend I really don't. I kind of want to say here is that I'm not very impressed with her character, basically in this anime. Basically really all that much. I just think that it just kind of feels to me that I feel like basically that she's kind of like a villain, basically to be a kind of character basically built up basically in this anime. That's what I kind of basically feels to me, and that's what I definitely do think. Do I think that she's a really bad person? I really don't think so. I really don't think that she's really a bad person. I really don't think that she really actually is. But one thing I want to say here is that that's just what I definitely do feel, basically in general, because like she wants to know like what Rinko's really actually doing. She really wants to know like what's going on, and because of that, because that's what she really wants to do, and she really wants to know. Why does she have to be so concerned about what Rinko really actually does? Why is she so concerned just of that? I really don't know. Or maybe that's just because that she cares about Rinko. Maybe that she wants to have a relationship with Rinko, and that's mainly because of the opportunity. I really don't believe that Mai really is being committed. Basically, having the agreement of basically having friends with Sasuke, and I kind of find that that's a very problematic basically in the series, because I really don't see them basically getting along and stuff like that, and maybe they both just act like they just don't like each other or stuff like that, or maybe they just basically both in general fighting over Rinku, and I don't like that really at all. When I'm watching the series or watching the anime, and basically in general, I do like the anime basically in general, but I'm willing to personally say here is that it's not just because I don't like Mai or basically Sasuke. I do like Sasuke a lot better than Mai, because I think Sasuke has more of an understanding than how Rinko really actually feels, because that's just basically what I definitely do think. Now, when it comes to Asuji, I can see whatever you have to pronounce her name. Basically with her, I think that she's a very good supporting character based on this anime, because she pretty much supports her friends, because she really wants her friends to basically get along. There's not really a whole lot to basically talk about, but seeing them doing a match, which I'm happy that Sasuke won. Which I'm happy that Rinko basically won, basically 2-1 to 0, because Mai won the first round and Rinko won the last round, and then she won again, and then she basically won again. So what that means is basically that they basically have a agreement to have a match between them three. So if Rika would have won, she would have Sasuke and also Mai to make up one another. Means that both to be friends. But I really don't see that, because I really don't see that really basically being the case. If I had to put blame on a person based on this anime, I would have to put blame on Mai. because you know why? Because I have to say Mai is not being cooperative. I think that Mai is just not really not really. I don't know. It's just, I mean, I don't know. I just think in general. I just think in general that she's not really keeping her end of the bargain, and just like, you know, and just saying like, you know, I'm just not gonna be friends. I'm not, and I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just gonna pretend and just like wash everything away and just not do it. Selfish, very very selfish based kind of person. It really actually is, and stuff like that. It just really actually is. I will say it again. I do like Sasuke as a character. I like her a lot more better than any other character that I would like in anime, because I think that she's a really good fit for the MC. Because if Riku ends up being with Mai, I think that's really is not a good situation. I really don't think that's really is not. Do I think Mai is very attractive? Yeah, she's very attractive, very beautiful, very sexy. Yeah, she really actually is. But I don't think that she's not really a good benefit for the MC. Like I said, there's not really much to talk about. But one person will definitely say here is that I really don't believe that this anime that's going to end up to be a good ending. I have a feeling that Rinko is going to end up being with Mai, or maybe that's a very good possibility, or the probably a very good possibility maybe come into effect that we could see a cliffhanger basically in the end of this anime. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just not really actually so sure, but I really don't know what to think anymore. But like I said, I don't hate Mai as a character. I don't want people to think that. I just don't like her personality. It's just her personality. It just feels raw and just doesn't feel right to me. It just feels to be that's just what basically what I definitely think. You know, that's just my opinion. But yeah. So yeah, anyways, that's it for this anime review. Tell me what you guys think. You guys agree or disagree with what you guys thoughts about Mai as a character, or what you guys think, what you guys thoughts about basically Sasuke also as well too. Do you think that she's a selfish kind of person? And what you guys thought about the MC of Rinku basically being in the middle of this dilemma that she's really actually is and stuff like that. But yeah. Anyways, as always, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you guys have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please like button. Give me a thumbs up, or give me a thumbs down. And please leave a comment. So anyways, you guys have a wonderful day. Please be safe. And remember, love you guys. Take care. Bye.